All right, so ladies and gentlemen, it looks like we got ourselves another bombshell, which has just hit the sneaker industry. Of course, we know all 2025 Jordan brand has been going absolutely insane, but it looks like they still got some more tricks up their sleeves as we got a sneaker returning for the very first time in over 10 years plus, a highly sought after sneaker, which many people would consider to be a grail. And as you can imagine, resale prices have skyrocketed absolutely to astronomical numbers throughout the year. So according to Z Sneakerheads and Sneaker Files, we can look forward to the Jordan 5 Tokyo making its very first return since this sneaker originally released back in 2011. So as we mentioned, highly sought after, extremely rare due to the fact that Jordan brand actually made this a special release to commemorate the store opening of their flagship store in Tokyo, Japan. So this sneaker features a primary all suede upper with this nice shade of yellow. You got some gray accents to bring it all together. And then of course the big highlight would be the 23 embroidered in Japanese on the side. So I ain't even gonna lie, looking at these images right now, these joints go absolutely insane. And as I mentioned, many people would consider this to be a holy grail. So it's really cool to see Jordan brand bringing these back. And according to Z Sneakerheads, it looks like this release will actually be a little bit special, as rumor has it, we may actually see two different versions of this exclusive drop. You see, when this shoe originally released, it did feature the Jumpman on the back rather than the Nike Air, but apparently this upcoming release, we're gonna see a Nike Air version as well as a Jordan version. So no telling what the details, the storytelling and all of that will be behind the two different versions. But if you compare it to another Jordan brand grail, such as the Undefeated 4, it looks like that's the same plan that Jordan brand has in order to bring that back this year. So we're gonna have a Jumpman version, Nike Air on the back. Comment down below if you guys are excited for this release. And speaking of those Undefeated 4s, man, I would put those right up there with another Jordan brand grail. And being is that this sneaker is so highly sought after, and we are celebrating the 35th anniversary of the Jordan 5 since it originally released, I thought it would be a cool idea to not only take a look at this release, but also check out the other Jordan 5s that we got lined up to release, whether they're mainline retros or collaborations, and kind of see where this specific pair stacks up. Is this the best pair that we got coming out this year? You guys are watching John Alexander TV. Make sure you smash the like button down below. Let's go ahead and jump right into it. So are you one of those ones that be out here buying up like every single Jordan that Jordan brand drops? Or are you kind of like me, a little bit more selective? Because you already know with all of these pairs releasing, there ain't no way I'm about to be out here spending my money on every single pair. But out of all of these Jordan 5s, there is one specific pair which I definitely got my eyes on. So we'll get into that here shortly. But as far as Jordan 5s, we got so many different pairs releasing, and while I'm not going to be showcasing each and every single pair, we're going to actually take a look at the sneakers that we know 100% are releasing, which we do actually have real images of the sneaker. So first up, we got the Jordan 5 Wings. Now this is a release which when I first heard about it, I thought we were going to get that old school MJ poster, paying homage to that, but it looks like as far as the interpretation, this is what we got right here, which does feature a little interesting font right there on the front toe box. So that's an interesting design detail, as well as the 23 has now been replaced with a 10, and you got a little handprint on the bottom. So I feel like that's the only element that really pays homage to that OG Wings poster. But for me, while these are cool and everything like that, I would say definitely not a must cop. But if you're a Jordan 5 fan, I could see how you would definitely be rocking with these. And if I'm not mistaken, I think these might actually be a woman's exclusive drop. So next up here, we got an OG classic in the Jordan 5 Grape. This release is actually gonna be right around the corner, coming up real soon here. With this one right here, I would say this sneaker gained a lot of notoriety due to Will Smith rocking these on the Fresh Prince, one that has definitely gone down as a cult classic. And just like the black metallic 5s, you already know there's gonna be a huge demand for this release. So while these joints are cool and everything like that, you got the Nike Air on the back. This is a release that we've seen drop countless times. While I know a lot of people are looking to get their hands on these, I'm still kind of on the fence about these. You know, do I really need these? Although the more I look at them, they are looking real nice. So be on the lookout, as those are gonna be dropping coming up here next month. So next up, we got the Awake NY Jordan 5. So this is the Arctic Pink colorway. Now with this one, this is a release which sneakerheads are really applauding the redesign of the upper, featuring the Awake NY logo. You also got the NY right there on the side where you would normally feature the 23. So with this one, I feel like they snapped. This one kind of blew my expectations out the water. We did see some mock-up images, but based off the final finished product, I would have to say these joints are going absolutely crazy. And although we got a whole bunch more pairs to look at, I'm gonna just let y'all know right off the rip, this is one that I'm looking to add to the collection. So definitely a huge fan of these. I feel like the pink, you know, really sets these off, makes them pop. And the sneaker which originally I wasn't like instantly in love with have definitely grown on me. And out of all the 5s releasing, these ones you could probably put at the top of my list. Let me know if you guys disagree or not. Plus we have another Awake collaboration on the Jordan 5, which we're gonna check out here shortly in a moment. Next up, we got the commemorate Jordan 5s, which this one, I mean, they're kind of keeping things simple, kind of plain Jane, but I feel like that's kind of what we're used to with commemorate collaborations, which this one right here, you pretty much got the common colors that we're used to. You got that little burgundy. This one's kind of a play off the classic Jordan 5 Fire Red. So these ones are cool. I would definitely rock these, but you know, paying that premium price for a collaboration, you know, you can count me out on this one. But as far as commemorate collaborations, it seems like as of more recent, you know, they've been a little bit more obtainable. So if you're a fan of these and you like Jordan 5s, I would see this one is definitely one that you would gravitate towards. Next up, we got the Jordan 5 Black Metallic. This is one that dropped earlier this year, and I feel like it really kind of set the tone for Jordan retro releases here in 2025. This is a release which caught many people off guard, even myself, which I did get lucky enough to grab these via the sneakers app. But when I hit, I was thinking like they must have made so many pairs. These must have been real easy because I rarely get sneakers app W's. But just based off the fact that this was one of the more coveted releases of the year, I think it definitely caught many people off guard. Just a timeless classic. Plus, it's an all-black Jordan 5. Like this one, I had a special connection to it as one of my friends back in the day used to rock these joints all the time. Never was able to get my hands on these, so really excited that I was definitely able to grab these. And as far as Jordan releases, so far, this might sound crazy, but this has been my favorite Jordan retro of the year. One that's kind of really made me fall back in love with Jordans once I got these in the hand. So definitely one that I've rocked many times this year. And when it's all said and done, I think this one may still top my list as my favorite Jordan retro of the year. So when it comes to 5s, I'm putting them Awake and wide joints on the top of the list, and probably put those neck and neck here with these Black Metallic 5s. So let me know if any of y'all were able to grab these earlier this year. Did you double up? I've even heard some people say they tripled up on these joints. Now, next up here, we got the Jordan 5 Tokyos, the big highlight of today. Breaking news, which we just saw, you know, really shock a lot of sneakerheads here in the community. Now, with this one, you know, put all the history and everything to the side, how limited this shoe is. While it's a nice looking sneaker, for me, it's not a grail. I don't have that connection to it. I know a lot of people, you know, may think that's crazy for me to say, but I'm just being real, y'all. Like back in 2011 when this sneaker released, I wasn't really too hip to what was happening, and due to its rarity, you know, I never really gravitated towards it. So I'm not one of them people that like just because the shoe's reselling for crazy amounts makes me want to grab these. And I'm not saying they're ugly or anything like that, but for me, I wouldn't call these as a grail. But we're not gonna put some, we're gonna definitely show some respect to this shoe and still say it's a nice one. So we got the Jordan 5 OG Fire Red. This is the black tone, which we've seen different variations of this sneaker released throughout the years, but with this one, you gotta love the classic take on this OG right here. So got the good 23 embroidered on the side, a good Nike Air on the back. For me, when we're talking OGs, I'm putting them Black Metallics at #1. #2, we'll go to the Grapes, and then coming in at #3, we got the Fire Reds. But it doesn't take anything away from how great this Jordan Brand Classic is. A beautiful shoe, but do I really need these? Possibly not. But then again, just the way that them Black Metallic 5s caught my eye once I had them in hand, I don't really know, man. But for now, I will try to hold off on these. But be on the lookout as these are slated to drop coming up here this fall. And then lastly, we got that black Awake NY. I guess they're calling these Racer Blue. Now, it is noteworthy to mention that this pair pictured here, I want to say is actually a kid's GS pair, but it's an interesting choice, you know, as far as the leather on the upper right here. I think the pink ones are much better than this, which is cool because at least now I don't got to buy both pairs. But as far as the design elements, again, you got the Awake NY logo, redesign on the front. I think it does a little bit to kind of separate itself from the Black Metallic 5s, but for me, you know, to justify myself passing on this shoe, I'll say that I'm just fine with them Black Metallic 5s. So this is not every pair of 5s releasing. Jordan Brand, they're celebrating the 35th anniversary from when this shoe originally made its debut. But so far, the ones we showcased today are the actual official looks of the shoes that we can expect to see dropping, other than them Tokyo joints. But got a lot of Jordan 5s, some more in the tuck, which we can't expect to see, but you know, I'm not getting my hopes too high for any of those unreleased pairs that we've seen so far. And out of what we got so far, Awake NY, the pink joints would top my list as well as the black metallic 5. So out of all the Jordan 5s releasing, let me know which pairs you guys are checking for most. And just for fun, let me know which ones y'all feel like are the most trash. So JA News, I'll catch you guys next time. Shout out to everybody for tuning in. I'll catch y'all next time for the next episode of John Alexander TV. I'm out, guys. Salute. Love.